So 3-on-3, if you're new to this, you haven't watched a lot of it at the NHL or college level, you might think tons of open ice, back and forth, super fast paced. That is not what it's turned out to be. 3-on-3, all about possession, patience, and picking your spots.
Yeah, it depends on the players, it depends on the moment. You see it sometimes, but a lot has to do with your spacing and giving up the zone possession sometimes to try to reassert and create a good look.
Neither side scores. Game will officially be in the books as a tie, and we'll head to a shootout to determine that final hockey's point. Been a long time for 3-on-3 hockey here. Great feed from Breen, and top comes up huge, denying Sirota. It's a scary threesome, Breen, Houle, and Sirota for Maine to start things off.
Yeah, I love this look with Breen and especially Houle, those two out there. Great pass coming across. You can see Nestorenko, I'm not sure if he slipped or he was going down there to try to block the passing lane, but Eric Dopp comes up big.
I think that's Dopp's best save of the day. Jack McBain, Ben Poisson on the draw. Poisson wins it for Maine. So it's Poisson, Daw, and Breezale out for Maine. McBain working with Cruz. And Jack St. Ivany for Boston College. St. Ivany scored the opening goal today. Here's McBain in deep. McBain to the doorstep, pops up to Osman, and that's a routine catch.
You know, kind of interesting there. Boston College, we showed you the face-off numbers. The Eagles have won 12 more than Maine on the face-off, but the Black Bears won the first two in this overtime period.
Face-off so important here, the 3-on-3 too, the way that you can try to hold on to possession. Eagles going to keep their same unit out there, McBain, Cruz, St. Ivany. That threesome of Breen, Houle, and Sirota back out for Maine. And once again, Maine wins the face-off to start this overtime. They're 3 for 3 on the draws. Breen couldn't break out of his own end. Comes around to Cruz. He's in. Brandon Cruz is blown dead offsides. Wouldn't have counted if it went. Was waiting for that whistle. He had never established himself back outside the blue line.
Well, let's watch it. Puck leaving right there, and yep, absolutely, Cruz never left. It's a good call by the officials.
It didn't go anyway, as Osman couldn't hear the whistle with the sound here. He made a big save on Cruz. But you're right, very good call by our officiating crew today, which has done a great job. They haven't over-officiated this game, just one penalty each way. Ambrosio, Hershuk, and Giles for Boston College. Still Sirota, Houle, and Breen for Maine. Just over a minute gone in this 3-on-3 overtime. Here's Patty Giles. Scored his career-high 6th goal of this season in the 3rd to tie the game at 2.
It's interesting that Ben Barr decided to leave this group out there for a long shift.
Giles tries to slam it home.
Trusting his key guys in this moment.
Sirota forward, it's a 2-on-1. Breen with Houle. Breen delays. Breen shoots, and Dopp makes a glove save. Eric Dopp's been huge in overtime.
Well, Maine loves this toe drag, huh? Tried to do it again. Hershuk does just enough to break it up, but then a good job by Breen to stay with it. And Dopp, who never gave up on the play, staying in possession, staying in really good spot.
So back to the second 3-on-3 unit for Maine. Poisson, Daw, and Breezale. Boston College out with McLaughlin, Nestorenko, and Powell, the 3rd different look for BC. Nestorenko rising wrister off the glass. The Eagles thought that hit the net, should have been a whistle. Instead, 2-on-1 the other way. Daw, wrister goes wide of goal. How about this open ice here? It's been played at a much faster pace than some of the other 3-on-3 overtimes we have seen.
Yeah, it's been really well done by both sides. And Nestorenko coming down the wall, tried to just win with speed there, got a shot away, and then Maine coming back, really nicely done on the 2-on-1.
First time we've seen this group for Maine. Bisson puts it on, and Dopp's there for the save. It was Morrissey, Renwick, and Bisson for the first time in overtime. Eagles sent back out McBain and Cruz and St. Ivany for the 2nd time this overtime.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Maine slightly longer shifts with some of their guys. Boston College has gone quicker shifts. They can go with Cruz, St. Ivany, and McBain for a 2nd time already. Like you said, in the overtime period, slightly different strategies by these two head coaches.
Not even in the midway point yet of this overtime. And more whistles, more back and forth, more chances than we've seen in a lot of overtimes over the last 2 years. Bisson from Morrissey. It's more like what you generally see. A lot of possession play. Morrissey electing to retreat here and reset for the Black Bears.
Thought it was interesting. There was a good article at USCHO.com this week talking to a lot of hockey's coaches about what they thought of this 3-on-3 and pretty wildly different opinions.
Morrissey and tightened up is there again. His third big save of the overtime. Now chance for the Eagles to go 2-on-1. Cruz has McBain with him. Brandon Cruz across to McBain. He shoots and couldn't get it clean. Now it's Cruz and Osman's there. Goodness, the 2-on-1's going back and forth here.
Yeah, it's a really lively overtime period. This is the kind of frame that the folks who really push the 3-on-3 like a lot about it and what it can set up. Two good looks, as it turns out. First, let's go back to the main opportunity. It's Morrissey there, and again, Dopp gets over. And then Cruz going to set up McBain. Bobbled a little bit once, but watch as he gets it back to Cruz. But Osman was in really good position.
Eagles win a draw back to Hershuk. Has Giles and Ambrosio out there with him. Giles circling. Giles comes free. Patrick Giles is turned away as Osman out of the paint to cut down the angle.
Yeah, it's such a good job. If you're a young goaltender, this is exactly what you want to do. As Giles comes around there on the wheel, Osman, look how he pushes out from his net every moment that Giles skates away. Out, got over, and makes a good stop.
Realized Sirota had taken the pass away as well, so he could really sell out to stop the shot. Poisson, Don, Brazil out for Maine. Giles, Ambrosio, Hershuk for Boston College. Giles on it again, 100 seconds left in overtime. Giles in deep, Giles backhander no. Ambrosio turns it, and Osman covers. Goodness, that is 7 combined shots already in this overtime.
Almost had as many shots in overtime as we had in the first period of this game. Giles coming in, just lost the handle in that last deke, and then Osman does a good job finding this rebound. Give Brazil credit as well for helping push that in underneath.
McLaughlin, Nestorenko, and Powell for Boston College. Sirota, Breen, and Houle for Maine. This is where Boston College rolling 4 different trios against Maine's 3 could be an advantage late in what's been a wide open 3-on-3 period. This is Donovan Houle to the offensive end. He's already scored once today. Houle back out through center, and Sirota regroups there. 80 seconds to go in overtime. Sirota given plenty of space. Gets to the blue line. That's as far as he goes for now. Now high slot. Sirota across, and Hule's one-timer goes wide. Nestorenko will take his time. 60 seconds to go in the 3-on-3. Nestorenko at the blue line. Nestorenko backs it out. And if anyone was with us last year for BUBC, you know it can go the full 5 minutes of 3-on-3. Drew Hellison's game winner against the Terriers came just before the buzzer in one of the craziest battle for Comavs ever. Nestorenko cross for Powell, and he just yanked that pass a bit left of him. Powell takes a huge hit from Sirota. Poisson gets it out. Now it's Lyndon Breen 2-on-2. Breen puts it on, Dopp fights it off. Breen finds the rebound on the wraparound. Dopp covers with 17 seconds to go. He was without his stick as well.
That's a great job by Eric Dopp. Boy, has he been big in this overtime period for Boston College. Like you said, lost his stick, still manages to find it, goes for the save there, and then reaching for it. You can see the stick comes out there, and he finds it. Boy, on the other end, it looked like Nestorenko was kind of waiting for a half change for Boston College. They did get one extra skater on the ice, ended up setting up a pretty good look, but the pass was just a touch behind Eamon Powell.
Renwick and McBain on what could be the final face-off of this game. Renwick wins it back. Brazil has it. Giles knocked it away, comes back out, and Maine can basically hold here for the final shot. Guarantee themselves no less than a tie. Dangerous pass from Daw. forces Brazil back, and Maine will not even get a chance off as they go backwards over the final 12 seconds. This one's in the books as a tie, but we'll head to a shootout here to find that final point in the hockey standings. So again, officially for pairwise NCAA rankings, it's a tie. Boston College goes to 7-5-2. Maine goes to 1-9-1. But we told you how close the hockey standings are. This extra point here looms large.
Yeah, absolutely. Who knows coming down